Imagine this. While you're battling yet another epic meltdown over a broken cookie or wrestling your child into timeout for the third time today, somewhere in Finland, parents are calmly watching their kids play independently while sipping coffee that's actually still hot. Finland has been crowned the world's happiest country for 7 consecutive years. And here's the kicker. It all starts with how they raise their children. While we're drowning in parenting books about behaviour charts and punishment systems, Finnish parents have discovered something remarkable. They're raising incredibly calm, confident, and emotionally resilient kids without timeouts, without reward systems, and without the constant battles that exhaust so many families. Today, I'm sharing 5 Finnish secrets that will completely transform how you think about raising children. These aren't just feel-good theories either. These are scientifically backed approaches that create lasting emotional regulation in kids. And the best part? You can start using them immediately, even if you've never set foot in Scandinavia. Let me start with a confession that might shock you. Finnish parents rarely punish their children in the traditional sense. No timeouts in corners, no taking away privileges, no behaviour charts on the refrigerator. Instead, they've mastered something far more powerful: preventing the behaviours that would typically require punishment in the first place. They understand that most challenging behaviours in children stem from unmet needs, overwhelmed nervous systems, or underdeveloped emotional skills. Rather than managing bad behaviour after it happens, they create environments and relationships that naturally foster calm, cooperative children. The first Finnish secret is what they call weatherproof childhood. Finnish children spend a minimum of 3 hours outdoors every single day, regardless of weather conditions. Rain, snow, sleet, or sunshine, kids are outside, playing, exploring, and moving their bodies. This isn't just cultural tradition, it's rooted in solid neuroscience. When children engage in regular outdoor play, their stress hormones naturally decrease, while feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine increase. Physical movement helps regulate their nervous systems, making them naturally calmer and less reactive to daily frustrations. The research backing this approach is overwhelming. Studies consistently show that children who spend significant time in nature have dramatically lower rates of anxiety, depression, and behavioural problems. They sleep better, focus more easily, and handle stress with greater resilience. Finnish parents understand that a physically tired child is a calmer child, but it goes deeper than that. Nature exposure actually rewires the developing brain for better emotional regulation. Here's how you can implement this immediately. Commit to 30 minutes of outdoor time daily, no matter what the weather brings. Yes, even when it's drizzling or cold. Invest in proper gear and change your mindset about weather being an obstacle. Finnish parents say there's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. Watch how differently your child behaves after consistent outdoor time. The tantrums decrease, bedtime becomes easier, and their overall mood stabilizes. The second secret involves their revolutionary approach to early childhood education. Finnish children don't begin formal academic instruction until age 7. Before that milestone, their entire focus centers on play, social development, and emotional growth. This might sound crazy in our achievement-obsessed culture, but research proves that early academic pressure actually increases anxiety and behavioral issues in young children. When we push reading, writing, and structured learning too early, children's developing brains become stressed and overwhelmed. They start associating learning with pressure rather than joy, which creates resistance and behavioral problems both at school and home. Finnish parents prioritize building curiosity, creativity, and emotional intelligence first, because these form the foundation that makes all future learning easier and more enjoyable. Think about implementing this by reducing academic pressure at home. Stop drilling your preschooler on letters and numbers. Instead, let them build with blocks, create art projects, engage in imaginative play, and explore their environment. Trust that play is learning. When children aren't constantly being tested, compared, or pressured to perform, they naturally become more relaxed and cooperative. The third Finnish secret centers on their unique approach to motivation and praise. Finnish parents rarely use external reward systems or constant praise. Instead of saying, "good job," for everything, they focus on effort and process. They might observe, "you worked really hard on that puzzle," or "I noticed you tried 3 different ways to solve that problem." This subtle shift has profound psychological effects. Excessive praise and external rewards actually decrease intrinsic motivation over time. Children become dependent on constant validation and struggle more with setbacks when the praise isn't forthcoming. Finnish children learn to do things because they find them personally satisfying, not because they're chasing stickers, treats, or parental approval. This builds genuine confidence and dramatically reduces attention-seeking behaviours. Start replacing generic praise with specific observations about your child's efforts. Instead of, "great job cleaning your room," try, "I noticed you organised your books by size and made sure everything had a place." Instead of, "you're so smart," say, "you didn't give up when that math problem got tricky." This approach helps children develop internal motivation and resilience. The fourth secret involves treating children as complete humans rather than subordinates who need to be controlled. Finnish parents don't talk down to their children or use authoritarian control tactics. Children are included in family discussions, their opinions are genuinely heard, and they're treated with the same basic respect you'd extend to any other person. This doesn't mean permissive parenting or absence of boundaries. It means boundaries are explained and discussed, rather than simply imposed with, "because I said so." When children feel respected and valued as individuals, they're far less likely to rebel or have emotional meltdowns. They cooperate because they feel heard and understood, not because they fear punishment. Research on authoritative parenting, which combines warmth with clear expectations, consistently shows it produces the most emotionally secure and well-adjusted children. Practice this by including your child in age-appropriate family decisions. Ask for their input on weekend plans, involve them in problem-solving household issues, and really listen when they express their thoughts and feelings. Explain the reasoning behind rules and boundaries. When children understand the why behind expectations, they're much more likely to cooperate willingly. The fifth, and perhaps most counterintuitive secret, is their embrace of boredom. Finnish parents don't constantly entertain their children or maintain packed schedules filled with activities. There are no pressure-filled days jumping from music lessons to sports practice to play dates. Children are expected to experience boredom regularly, and parents don't rush to eliminate it. This approach produces remarkable results because boredom actually fosters creativity, problem-solving abilities, and emotional resilience. When children learn to manage their own time and emotions without constant adult intervention, they develop crucial independence and self-regulation skills. Research shows that children who experience regular, unstructured time are better at creative thinking, more capable of independent play, and less likely to have emotional meltdowns when activities aren't planned for them. Resist the urge to constantly schedule or entertain your child. When they complain about being bored, resist immediately offering solutions or screen time. Instead, acknowledge their feeling and trust that they can work through it. Create spaces in your home with open-ended materials like art supplies, building materials, or books, and then step back. You'll be amazed at what children create when given the mental space to do so. These 5 secrets work synergistically to create an environment where calm behaviour becomes natural rather than forced. Finnish parents understand that children's challenging behaviours usually signal unmet needs or overwhelmed nervous systems. Instead of managing symptoms through punishment, they address root causes by ensuring children get adequate outdoor time, reducing pressure and stress, building intrinsic motivation, fostering mutual respect and allowing space for independent emotional development. The beauty of this approach lies in its sustainability. When you're not constantly battling your child or managing complex reward systems, parenting becomes more enjoyable for everyone involved. Children develop genuine emotional regulation skills, rather than simply learning to suppress their feelings to avoid punishment. They become more cooperative because they feel valued and understood, not because they fear consequences. But here's what matters most. You don't need to overhaul your entire parenting approach overnight. Start with just one of these secrets this week. Maybe commit to that daily outdoor time regardless of weather, or begin replacing praise with specific observations about effort. Perhaps include your child in one daily decision and really listen to their perspective. Small, consistent changes create lasting transformation in family dynamics. Remember that every child and family situation is unique. What works in Finnish culture might need adaptation to fit your lifestyle, values, and your child's individual temperament. But these core principles of respect, reduced pressure, outdoor connection, intrinsic motivation, and space for independent growth are universal. They tap into fundamental human needs that exist regardless of cultural background. The goal isn't to create perfect children or eliminate all challenging moments. Childhood naturally involves big emotions, developmental struggles, and learning experiences that can be messy. The Finnish approach simply provides children with the tools and environment they need to navigate these challenges with greater emotional regulation and resilience. If you've been feeling exhausted by constant battles, frustrated with punishment systems that don't seem to create lasting change, or overwhelmed by the pressure to have perfectly behaved children, these Finnish secrets offer a refreshing alternative. They require patience and a willingness to trust in your child's natural capacity for growth. But they create genuine, lasting improvements in family harmony and your child's emotional development.